Hey guys, it's Babysitting with CoCo, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to make DIY puffy paint. And DIY puffy paint is puffy paint, but how I make it is it's a lot cheaper. And here are some of the things I made with the DIY puffy paint. And in this video, I'll be showing you how to make 3 different colors of the DIY puffy paint, and it all costs under $5. So, and it's really fun, and this is my new channel, Babysitting with CoCo, and I really hope you're going to like this video. So on to the video. So what you're going to need for this DIY is food coloring, either neon or the just regular food coloring. You're going to need glue, any type of glue works. You're going to need shaving cream. I would suggest this because it's the cheapest. You're going to need a paintbrush and some paper. Now when starting this DIY, I would suggest putting newspaper down over your perspective area that you will be doing the DIY. All I did was I just put newspaper down on the area that I will be doing the DIY. And one suggestion would be use cardstock paper. I'm using printer paper, but the paint tends to seep. Now you're going to be needing bowls to make the DIY puffy paint. I would suggest using a plastic spoon if you have one, but if you don't, use straws, or you can use the paintbrush if you want. Now, to get actually into the actual DIY, you're going to take your glue. It can be any type of glue. And what you're going to do is you're going to pour it a lot in. A lot of glue you're going to want. And a trick is with this is you put like the same amount of glue as shaving cream and a little more. It doesn't really matter if you do too much shaving cream. So I did about that much glue. Good amount. And you're going to take your shaving cream. I prefer this brand because it's like $1, so it's cheap. And going to just put it in. I did about that much shaving cream to that much glue. There's really no specific measurements because all it is, once you mix it, you can see what you need to add. So I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to mix it. Make sure that you kind of get everything all mixed. And I would suggest not using your nicest silverware. I'm just using a plastic spoon because I have those in my house. And after you get it all incorporated and mixed up, where there's like no excess glue, kind of like this. Okay, then now you can keep it white, or you can add some food coloring. So I'm going to take my neon set food coloring. I'm going to take the yellow, orangish green, the yellow greenish one. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops. And now I'm just going to mix that up. And the more you mix it, the better it will look. But I can see I need a little bit more because it's not going. I just added a couple more drops. And I would suggest not doing this in your best and like your Sunday best. So that's kind of the color that I chose was this green. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a nice color. And I'm going to add a few more drops because it's not the exact color that I hoped. And if there's still white after mixing it for like a couple turns, then you may want to add some more because that means that you didn't do enough. And just if you spin it nice and fast, it really goes together. So that's how to make a green color. See, now it's all green. Color's a little different on camera than it is in person, but it's like a lime green. Kind of looks like like a key lime type color. And now we're going to be making the next color. So what you do, remember, I would suggest just do however much you want. Because remember, it's DIY puffy paint. So I just did about that much. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to do my shaving cream. Remember, you want to do about 1.5 to the, so like if you do to the glue, you want to do 1.5. So, and I would suggest getting a new spoon before continuing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix the shaving cream into the glue, like so. Okay. And just make sure it's nice and mixed up. Now if you think that you did too much shaving cream, it mostly works out, but you can add like a little bit more glue, maybe like a little nickel or like a dime worth. Not very big at all. And yeah, so I'm going to make this one. I'm going to make it this pink peach color, and I'm going to do 10 drops. 10, 11, 12. So I actually did 12 drops, and I'm just going to see how this turns out. Okay. So it's turning out, so it kind of looks like a candy cane. Now remember, if the color's not how you like it, what you can do is always add more. This DIY did not cost me more than $5 because the shaving cream is $2 and the glue is $1.99. See, and it makes a nice color. And I like this color, but I'm going to add one more drop because it's not how I wanted it to be. And if you look at the cap, it's pretty close. And I got this food coloring at Publix. I bet you can find it at any local grocery store. Publix is my local grocery store. So make sure you have no white left over. Just spin it on the spoon. Like that. Okay? And put this over to the side. And we're going to make our last color. You can make as many colors as you would like to make, but I'm just going to make 3 for the video. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix the shaving cream into the glue, like so. Okay. And just make sure it's nice and mixed up. Now if you think that you did too much shaving cream, it mostly works out, but you can add like a little bit more glue, maybe like a little nickel or like a dime worth. Not very big at all. And yeah, so I'm going to make this one. I'm going to make it this pink peach color, and I'm going to do 10 drops. 10, 11, 12. So I actually did 12 drops, and I'm just going to see how this turns out. Okay. So it's turning out, so it kind of looks like a candy cane. Now remember, if the color's not how you like it, what you can do is always add more. This DIY did not cost me more than $5 because the shaving cream is $2 and the glue is $1.99. See, and it makes a nice color. And I like this color, but I'm going to add one more drop because it's not how I wanted it to be. And if you look at the cap, it's pretty close. And I got this food coloring at Publix. I bet you can find it at any local grocery store. Publix is my local grocery store. So Make sure you have no white left over. Just spin it on the spoon. Like that. Okay? And put this over to the side. And we're going to make our last color. You can make as many colors as you would like to make, but I'm just going to make 3 for the video. Now I have my 3 colors. I have my blue, I have my green color, and I have my pink color. So now I've cleaned my brush with the water, and I just kind of like dried it off with my finger. And now I'm going to move on to the blue shaving cream, and the blue puffy paint, sorry. And just gonna get like that much. And I'm gonna do just paint again. And now I would suggest to do colors because I tried it with just the white and it doesn't work as well. But you can do whatever you want. Now if you don't have food coloring, you could use probably like an old eyeshadow. I haven't tried it, but I bet you could. I've used eyeshadow to dye other things. So that is how it looks with the blue. And I'm going to dip it in my cup of water. Clean the brush of all its colors. And now I'm going to move on to the pink card. Make sure your brush is not soaking wet because that probably won't look too cute. And make sure your brush is clean. See, mine wasn't fully clean from the blue. So, and just get like that much on your brush. And then just go for it. And you can do this for a school project, like if you need puffy paint, but you don't have puffy paint, always a good idea. And dip my brush in in the bucket of water. And ta-da, this is my final thing. And I just did a few little swirls just to show you what the colors look like. And the white one, I did a few. Now the white one, as you can see, it's really hard to see. And it doesn't look as good. So I tried to do a balloon, but I'm not good at drawing. And I don't know, it just didn't work out as well as I thought it would. So I think having the food coloring, I don't know, gives it a better texture. And so this is my final. And I hope you like it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, so this is how my final one turned out. I think it looks really good. So now I have 2. And these are great for cards. Great for cards. And since my name is Babysitting with CoCo, this is a great thing to do with kids. And now, a tip with the drawing is it takes, it takes about 12 hours to dry. So I would if you're babysitting, I would just leave it at the house. And it's really fun just to say that you made your own puffy paint. And the colors look a lot better than the white. And yeah, so I have a link down below, or a description down below of what you need for this. And I hope you enjoy. Bye.